So we've tuned our guitar, we've also learned how to read tablature. Now it's time to properly fret the guitar. Now, fretting is a key component to playing this instrument because if you don't ever learn how to fret, every song you ever play is going to sound like that. Even if you try and do melodies without fretting, it's just, let's just put it this way, it's not very rewarding. So we have to learn how to fret properly. And one of the first things in fretting properly is your finger position, okay? We want to be next to the fret, but not on top of the fret. Okay, so as I'm fretting, the intended fret, let's say, is going to be fret 1. I don't want to be on top of it because it's going to sound muted and just kind of really bad. I want to be right next to it. It's much more crisp, much more clear. You can hear the difference here. So next to the fret, not on top of. The second thing I want you to keep in mind is that the pressure you apply will affect how it sounds, okay? If I don't apply enough pressure, I'm gonna get buzzing. If I apply too much pressure, I'm actually gonna change the pitch beyond where I wanted to change it to. For example, not enough pressure will sound like this. Too much pressure will actually make the note sharp, not something we want. You can hear the variation right here. That's too much pressure. So, two things are super important. Next to the fret, not on top of the fret, and the amount of pressure that you apply. You want just enough to hold it against the fret, but nothing more than that, and certainly nothing less. So, all of that being said, we've got 4 fretting fingers, okay? 4 of these guys. All of those rules apply to each one. Now, your pointer, your middle, those are strong fingers. Those guys are, they've been hitting the gym. Your pinky and your ring, not so much. Those guys don't hit the gym. They sit on the couch all day. So here's a little bit of an exercise that will also help in reading tab as well. So what we're gonna do is if you look at your tab, you'll notice that the bottom line has the number 1 written on it. So we're gonna take our pointer finger and hold down the low E string at fret 1. And then you'll also see a number 2 on that bottom line. We'll use our middle finger and fret number 2 on the low E string. And then you'll see the 3, and our ring finger is going to handle that. Ring finger is going to grab the 3rd fret of the low E. And then on that same bottom line, you're going to see the number 4, and we're going to use our pinky for that note, the 4th fret of the low E. And that same pattern continues now, but it's on the next line. That's the A string, and that'll sound like this. 1st fret, 2nd fret middle, 3rd fret ring, 4th fret pinky. Okay, and if you keep going on the tab, you'll notice that it goes all the way to the high E string, like this. Now granted, this is not the most musical moment you'll ever experience, but it does something absolutely essential for playing. It reinforces proper fretting technique and it's going to build strength in your fretting fingers. I recommend doing that exercise at least once a day. It'll really get your fingers in shape and again, it'll reinforce proper fretting. You've just watched one section of my 22-part Acoustic Guitar 101 course that takes a complete beginner from 0 to playing songs. In this course, you're going to learn how to tune your guitar, read tablature, play open chords, and even play to a backing track, so that at the end, you can strum along to your favorite song, read any tablature that you encounter, as long as it's for guitar, and even play with another musician. Now this course has 22 videos and I want to make sure that you don't miss any of them and that you do them in the right order. So I've created a 100% free downloadable PDF course guide that's going to contain descriptions for each section, links to the individual lessons, and the tabs which you're going to need for each lesson. So to get this course guide today, all you have to do is click the link in the video or the description, enter your email address, and I'll send it to you right away so that you have links to the lessons, the tabs, and a way to keep track of your progress. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you on the next lesson.